I'm starting off today's Valentine card with some silver hearts. This is a silver glitter card. So I want these hearts to be mounted on some foam. So I'm just going to put some sticky backed foam on the back of them. Next thing I'm going to do is just put a little gem just at the top of the heart there. So I'm going to put these to one side for the moment and introduce you to the card base. Let me just zoom it. Here we go. Card base. I've cheated and I've already put the front panel on, and the reason I've done this is because I was using glue and I wanted to make sure it was dry. So I'll give you the file down below as normal. The lettering is done with a pen in my silver bullet, and the hearts are cut out, and obviously the scalloped piece is cut out. And inside I've put another piece. Now normally I don't do this, but I wanted to do it because I've got a grey card. It is easier to see writing when you put a greeting on to put it onto the white. So that is the card base, but that's not all I'm doing, and the main reason I needed this to dry is because it's actually going to have another couple of pieces put in. Now this, I don't know if you can see it, has been cut and scored, and I'm going to fold it along the score lines. Now this piece needs to be relatively sturdy, and then the piece you're going to put on it afterwards needs to be no thicker, no heavier, but can be lighter. So one long crease in that way, and then I'm going to do the other creases on the other side. And I can just about see them, but because they've been scored by machine, they're easy to fold anyway. Now I've got them basically done, just going to really give them a good going over with a bone folder. It's worthwhile doing this because it will make the mechanism work a lot better if it's well scored. And well folded. Now what you do is you pinch these two pieces and put them to the center like that. It's very much an origami type fold that I'm very used to doing. And we want to stick this in the center, abutting the center fold. Now, it's not totally drastic that you get it absolutely central in that direction, but you do want it getting on that fold, because if you don't get it on the fold, the card won't open up properly. Now the easiest way of sticking this down is with a strong double-sided tape, and I've got a relatively wide one here, so I'm going to cut off so it's more or less a square, and then cut it on the diagonal to get two triangles. See, there's nothing like making your life a little bit easier. This one is a little bit too big, so I'll just trim a bit off of there. It's easier to do the triangles than it is to do strips of thin tape and build it up, to be quite honest. So that's what I do. There we go. That was easy, wasn't it? So eventually this is going to go in here, and with these two things stuck down, these will provide arms to put something else across. So this one is also scored, and that makes it so easy just to do that. So it's rather like a book. Bother, I just realised I wasn't recording anything. I have put this inside the card. I literally put it down like that, because that means you don't see the mechanism and it's in the right place. Now these pieces need to be ever so slightly longer or the same width as this grey piece which is going along, but no shorter, otherwise your card won't open properly. I've just put the double-sided tape on that one, fold it completely flat and press that down. Now this is supposed to be the mountain fold, okay? So when you close it, a little bit of help the first couple of times that you do it, it will open and close like that. It is important that your mechanism is of a nice sturdy card and your card base is a nice sturdy card. This can be thinner and shouldn't be any heavier than this. So there we go, nice and easy to put together. I said the file gives you everything you need, including some variations on this. If you want to resize it, just make sure to select everything in the file and make it bigger or smaller in whatever way that you want to. But select everything and do it all in one go, because if you make this smaller, it'll be too small for the backing piece, for the mechanism. And if you make that smaller, it might not be big enough to support whatever you're putting onto it. So I messed around quite a lot with different variations and this mechanism works really well. So now I can put my designs on here or I can do this bit next. So since I've got these done, I'm just going to put my hearts on the front. So I think that's quite fun. And I've cut out some foiled shapes. This is a self-adhesive foil and I've got two different designs, and that's more by luck than judgment because I didn't have enough of one, so I just cut out two of a different one. I finished the card off now. I have added my hearts and some little ones that I cut out as well on there. I've put one tiny little heart down there, and all that it needs now is to have a sentiment stamped if I want to, or a handwritten note inside. So there we go, one pretty quick, nice, interactive Valentine's Day card. Hope you enjoyed it. Please leave comments below, subscribe if you haven't, and please share with your friends. Take care now. Bye bye.